This week we have jewelry, silver coins, more jewelry, fossils and gemstones, and more graphic novels and manga, some vintage clothes. Here's a Hermes 3000 typewriter, great color, more fossils, toys, jewelry, military stuff, some nice Crocs, knives. There are some non-sports cards in there. Get this beautiful carved Asian chest. George Z and Company. More pieces of furniture. Looks like more vintage clothes and such. Got a lot of tools this auction. Glass and porcelain and crystal, and boxes of artwork. We've got a lot of these fun like novelty signs, little Egyptian statues, and I believe Kaiser figurines. Ooh, there's some taxidermy snakes and stuff. Fun, fun, fun. All coming up in this week's auction. Hello again, and welcome to another edition of a preview video for Kansas City's Thursday night auction. This auction will be Thursday, October 16th, 2025. We're located at 1801 Gwinnett Street in Kansas City, Missouri. We're in the East Bottoms, just east of River Market, kind of by the new soccer stadium and all that's going on over there, plus like Bally's Casino, and then Knuckleheads and the Rieger. We're just east of River Market. Auction night, doors open at 5 and auction starts at 6, and then every Wednesday come down between 11 and 1, and we do open house like preview. Come in, take a look around, see what we have, and check it all out. And again, that is from 11 to 1. God, it seems like I'm forgetting something, but I guess I'll figure it out. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you like and all of that good stuff. And yeah, it's a full one. Somehow it just kind of came together. I guess we'll just start over here. You have another battery? Another battery? Did this count? All right, we got him a new battery, and we will carry on. I forget what I was doing. Okay, we'll just start over here. In this case, like I've said before, the video is kind of the way we go in the auction. At least we do this stuff up front and we start moving around, but we try to keep everything grouped. If it's your first time tuning in, like, see, that's number 9. That's a number assigned to the person selling it. So we'll try to keep like all number 9s together and all number 8s and 7s and all that together, but it kind of gives you an idea of the way we go. So 52 Bowman cards, red line with badges there. What else is over here? Okay, so I'm gonna have to work up to what's on the end of that table there. These right there are, I don't even really need to show you. I could just talk to you about it. They are like adult and like girly kind of signed pictures and items of interest. See some jewelry. There are oil cans, more jewelry and such, mineral specimens and fossils. A lot of that this week. That's like a prison art. Dove soap carved into an eagle's head by an inmate in an Alaska prison. More of that. Okay, I think I have my dander up here so you can kind of see. And then there's Ted dancing. That's freaking hilarious. So it's like that kind of stuff, and then there's like that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, if that's your thing, come take a look over here for some jewelry. Like some sterling and, more in that box. Then like those are 14 karat and what, like jade or something. Like I weighed the ring. It's 2.88 grams. Didn't bother weighing the earrings. I mean, and there's a lot of stone weight in there too. So there's like a little, there's some little earrings and a chain, 10K. 4.4 grams, 14K. All of these $50 this time. They are 64 P's and different year Franklins. And we do essentially choice, I think, on those. I know a lot of other auctions, will sell like a whole roll and all that. And it annoys some like of the serious coin guys that we do them individually, but you know what, that's how we do it. Try to get everybody that wants one something, and then I think it ends up making more money for our consigners, which is why we are here. Oh, let me get these out of there. Oh my god. These little bats. I guess that's a George Brett. Amos Otis. Monsanto. Salvi. More sterling. More gold in there too. More fossils. There is a Mickey Mouse watch. Top of that case is all scratched up. That in the case, in that film canister, this is rare stag film made by Marilyn Monroe in 1948, still using her name, Norma Jean. It's called Apple Knockers, and the Coke bottles contains full nudity, it says. So I'll be right back. Dang. Stopping the video a bunch of times. I'm going to have to do it again when she calls back. Family first. You know what I'm saying, guys? Family first. Marbles. Here we go. More gold. More sterling. And you're just going to, want to come down and look at this stuff. The preview photos and video are really, just to get you down here to take a look. This is just, miscellaneous. Black Hills. I think there's like 5 necklaces with pendants on there, all of them gold. Then more, I think this is mainly sterling and more in there. Is that a Wrangler watch? And then again, look at the photos, because he should have taken like a, photo of the tag and all that. What a way to go. That's funny. And these are like copies of Kansas City postcards. Looks like Soviet bayonets or Russian bayonets. And more in there. More fossils. There is one of the typewriter grails, Hermes 3000. Nice like turquoise color. So these are DIs, distinctive unit insignia. We sold some last week. I think we did choice sheet. Stand by. Okay. Sold some last week. I think we sold them by the sheet. You know, nobody wanted one, then we throw two, you know, I'd be like $10 or $20 or whatever, and then $20 and keep throwing them in. And the first time we sold them, we sold like a whole book of them. And the guy who consigned them was like, hey, could you not sell them like that? So this one, there's some pin backs, some clutch backs. You know if they're pin backs, if they're World War II or before. Screw backs, World War II or before. So there's a lot of those. These are all engineers. Let's see. Iroquois beer tray. Fun stuff in here. I think those are Kaiser. Some of these maybe are from Egypt, some of them probably from China. Crocs. Let's see, in here we have like some, I call them non-sports cards, you know, like comics and anime and that. Then there are boxes of pocket knives and stuff. Okay. What's that? Kind of a Wings record or something. There's some Christmas. This, like entryway table, it's leaning up against the wall now. Super nice piece, and it is signed right there. Looks like Catherine H-E-R H-E-N-I-E-R, something like that maybe. I'm not going to be able to get close enough, but check the photos. It should be in there. Consignor reports that that is a desirable piece. Accordion, fire grenades, light frame blotters. This, I think that used to be mine. Excuse me. Shoplifting alert bulletin for Kansas City. I seem to remember that. Excuse me. Somebody's framed it. Oh, because I remember, like, God, this was years ago. I think I took that and took it and had it blown up and made some big posters of it. And then lost the energy to mess with all that. Jewelry. Cigarette cards. More of these navy lead ships. Boxes. Some dirty, dusty old Ghostbusters toys. Like railroad nails or square nails. More of those. Or some more of those kind of cards. Come down, look through those. We don't sell the whole box. We do choice individual box. So a little more Christmas stuff there for you. 45s. Stole, Gumby sweatshirt. Vintage. Hopefully you can see that tag. Surely he took a picture of it. I think it says USA. I'm not sure. Yeah, made in, I think, yep, USA. Excuse me. Quilt. These are cute. Are these like female? Pretty cute. All right. Let's see. Imagine this stuff. Probably get scooted up front. Looks like NASCAR and more. All right, I'll take a stroll over here. Thanks everybody again for tuning in and subscribing and hitting that like button for us. What do we have here? Let's see. I suppose McKinsey, kind of banged up, but carpet bag, like vintage A2 flight jacket, not World War II, but you know, 80s or something like that. Neat old women's pieces. What's up with that? It looks like maybe Campfire Girls or Indian Guides. That's a classic fringed. It's like a Western look to it. Let's see, over here on these carts, mainly military reference, I think. World War II related. Insignia. US, German, British. That's a good one. Oh yeah, this was cool. It was everybody that worked for Procter & Gamble and Buckeye Cotton Oil. Everybody that worked for them that was in service during World War II. Uniform reference. What are these? These big crock pieces. They were talking about it. They have like a hole at the top and they're domed, almost like a chicken waterer, but not that. All right, what's over here? We got some cards, sports cards. Have to come in, check those out. Okay, that's all the racks, so I won't have to come back. Here are some more. These are framed, like cigarette cards, like British soldiers and like what are they called? The things at the front of ships, figureheads, dance band legends. It's like farming or tobacco and travel and Pyrex. What are all these? electronics catalogs, maybe some travel stuff in there too. Dang, there's a good little, I like that. iPads, more. Looks like World War II stove. Fun. All right, let's go over here and check this stuff out. Okay, so this stuff must have got unpacked later. We might end up bringing these two up front because they kind of go with everything up there, but yeah, we can do it right now. They don't need to be over there, and it'll be meteorite, piece of the Titanic. I'm not sure, it must have got unpacked at a different time, so there's not really room up here, but we'll figure it out. All right, so that's done. That's nice. Petrified wood, over 5 pounds with bark. Home Run Derby, Mickey Mantle, Bo Jackson interview. Silky tags. All right, these are cool. So this guy makes these, they're like beer cans, turns them into lamps, obviously. These are neat, little LED strips. You plug it in, it looks like it's pouring. Webkins. Man, this is gonna be good stuff over here. More prison art. All right, more boxes of graphic novels and manga and just comics and more. World War II liner. Not sure why that's painted gold. M1 helmet. I believe it is rear seam. Oh, cute. I think those are all Pottery Barn, heavy duty. All right, let's go over here. This guy, he's working. Had it turned on the other day. I should have it turned on now, I guess, but it works. A little dusty, you know what I mean? And you might have to get in there and adjust the turntable. That needs to be pretty opened up. Well, it's going to be a goddamn mess. Get that put in the box. Did you guys, whoever did the pictures of these, show that there were cars in these? Well, those are all full, so that's fun. Uh-huh. That's not old. That's something like that. Crack in there. Sadly, but still it's neat. You're just gonna look at it anyway. Okay, so this is the part of the, we're jumping over here. No, I'm gonna go back to furniture. I'm gonna jump back to furniture, okay? So here are a couple of like Asian tables, like side tables. They kind of collapse down, and then they have glass tops with inlaid stuff. Then this Asian chest is so cool. Oh, okay. So that's what she looks like there. It's got a piece of glass that goes on the top. But then if you put the glass on there, then you can't get into there. George Z and Company. See that? Is able to focus in on it? Not really. Drawers down there. I'm not gonna pull them out. So we'll go this way. Like a metal utility cabinet, metal box, sort of Vacuum. Election posters, toolbox. These are like department store or whatever, they're racks for clothes and they're covered. You know how like in New York and places they'll move those down the street so they're rain prevented, or maybe they're just from a freaking airport, or I don't know. I just don't know. I like this little rack. It was hard to not keep it to use here, but we have plenty of that stuff. This big boy, please somebody take this. Please. Please somebody take this. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, hey, I have one of those, I need to take it down there, my God, don't. Okay. I mean, they are good for, you know, if you need it, but they're big and heavy. I always tell people big and heavy works against you selling at the auction. So that, like oak veneer with a mirror. This is kind of neat. Danish style desk. So this comes out. What's it say? Made in Denmark. Boom. Yeah, Danish desk, modular desk. Those. So this is like an entryway kind of table. You screw it to the wall. Look at the pictures. I can't flip it over right now. Made in Italy. This little kind of Bombay style. Oh boy. North Carolina. Entertainment center. Okay, let's see. We'll knock out these little sticks here. And then I'll jump back and look at that other stuff. That's cast iron. Heavy. Heavier than it looks. Oh. Then, let's see back here, there's some lamps on this furniture, and then like these pieces here. Really nice, like high-end furniture. Century. And nice, very, very nice, high quality piece. Okay, I'll go walk over here. Some little like novelty signs. And then it looks like we have more clothes here and more. Made in Morocco. Whoa, Pendleton. Okay. Let's see. So there's a screen here too that I meant to set up. We'll get that set up there, but you know what that is. All right. Let's go ahead and come back here. I think. For now, anyway. Nice. It's like uncut beer cans. Hopefully it's not getting too dark. I'm not really messing with that, whatever the aperture setting this time around. It seems like it was washed out more than it was dark to me last time. A lot of Hot Wheels. You guys will like those. This is like a Green Bay Packers like space heater. Guess when you live in Wisconsin and you're in the garage, it's freaking cold during football season. Fishing stuff. Those are cool. Are these all Olympic pins? Yeah, looks like it. That's a good grab there. Good stuff all the way around this auction on all the tables and everything. We got all this stuff piled here and here that is going to Goodwill. Here we go. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, we're over here. I'll just do this now, but this may not necessarily be how we go in the auction. Tools and tool related fixtures and power tools and hand tools and toolboxes, pneumatic, and more. Kind of carrying on over here. Is that antenna wire? Coax. Nope. Anyway, come check it out. All right. I'll jump over here. Oh, that's a nice piece. More glass and porcelain and silver plate, some vintage electronics. Okay, so this table, a lot of these were on the wall, previous auction, couple maybe auctions, and that has run its course. So we're going to give this a shot. believe there is more in the back as well. I'm not 100 on that, but all right, weirdest thing, as soon as I switch the camera off to those two galoots, it like stopped and said I was out of memory. Okay. That's probably a decent clock there. Excuse me again. Let's jump to the wall real quick. So again, we don't have all of that stuff on the wall this week, but we do have, you know, these fun like novelty, like farm scape type pieces. People usually like these, because they used to. So you get the idea with that. Jump over here. I think there's a lot of stuff in this auction. There's like Tip Top's camera. Ooh, crazy quilt. That's a good piece. I had to change the battery. Chad's camera had to change the battery. This camera ran out of memory space. I'll take it as a positive sign. Nice old pieces. Okay. All right, so this stuff is, hopefully that all works out all right. If it's set up around like that, I think that's kind of fun. Rather than just directly on the floor, so you can still kind of look at it. These are, I mean, some of them are kind of pulpy. They're just paperbacks, pretty much. Cookbooks. Get the idea there. A bit of artwork there. Oh, I showed you that already. Let's go over here. Okay, this is toys. Like the, for the most part, toys. You know, role play RPG and like diorama stuff, and I haven't looked at all of this yet. When I put this stuff out, I tend to like overanalyze it, and it takes me forever, and somebody else does it, they get it out a lot quicker. That's pretty much what I do when I set anything up. go down a rabbit hole. Which is good and bad. Ah, empty. Empty. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that this stuff will be last. We will go in the order we just did. And that could change. But, you know, I think this stuff back here is strong enough to where, you know, people are going to hang out that want it. Since it's kind of niche. And then you guys know what time to get here. You know you don't have to get here till you're safe after 8 o'clock. Which you probably would be anyway. Again, look at the photos to get, you know, a better idea of all this stuff. Oh, these almost look like color copies. Maybe not. Come check them out. And yeah, guys, that is about it. So we will see you soon. Thanks so much.